parents, I know you've been waiting on schedules. I'm gonna do my best to explain this. It might take a second for everybody to process, and it's okay. If you have questions when I'm done, please feel free to ask them. All right, so your child has an A day, B day schedule. So when you look at the schedule that's in front of you, if your child receives this schedule on A day, which is going to be Monday and Wednesday, the goal for that day, the objective for that day is for them to receive reading and social studies instruction. But you're also going to notice something else. We have a conference time, office hours time, and an office hours time. We also have right down here at 1:15 to 2:15, Schoology design time. Okay, so this really is like more of a, I guess it's more of the teacher schedule, and I'll go over each portion for you just so it makes a lot more sense. A day at 7:30, we'll meet and we'll have a 15-minute quick activity to wake everybody up and kind of just like a quick check-in. And at 7:45, the teachers have a conference time for 45 minutes that says planning, making phone calls, meeting with parents. During that time, your child should be going to either music or PE or even library. So that's for them to go into Schoology and complete anything that Coach Worrell or Miss Dean or Miss Collins has put in for them. At 8:30, on this A day, they'll then have a reading instructional video recorded by Miss Ashworth that'll be in Schoology for them to view. At 8:45, she will meet with a group, which at 8:45 is group 3. Right now, you don't know which group your child is in. We'll get that information to you. Then at 9:15, group 4 meets with Miss Ashworth. While group 4 is with Ashworth, group 3 is working on any assignment assigned to them in Schoology that they can complete from Miss Ashworth or even from their PE or reading teacher, or even from their elective teachers. Okay? So again, while Ashworth is with group 4, group 3 needs to complete any assignments given to them, and Ashworth will definitely go over that with them before they leave that group. Okay, so that's their time to go into Schoology and complete assignments. Then at 9:45 to 10, if somebody from group 3 needs to meet with Ashworth again, she'll meet with them again there. Or if somebody from group 4 needs a little more, she'll meet with them for that extra 15 minutes. At 10 to 10:30 are our office hours. What this means is the students are still in Schoology, or if an assignment is outside of Schoology, they're completing that. Or students can schedule extra time there to meet with the teacher. Or this is the time for us to be making phone calls, as well as meeting with parents to talk about their child's work. All right, so you can see that these groupings, these office hours and these conference times can be really anything that needs to be taken care of right then and there. Okay, so after those office hours, then it's 10:30 to 11, Ashworth will meet again with reading group 3. Okay, so she meets with them twice, guaranteed for reading in that day. Then 11 to 11:30, reading small group 4 for 30 minutes. After that is social studies, and it kind of just repeats the same process. There's a video, you meet with group 3, then it's group 4. Again, when you're not in the group, you're completing work in Schoology. 12:45 to 1:15 is lunch. From 1:15 to 2:15, Schoology design time and feedback. This is for the teacher. This is so we can make assignments in Schoology, make assignments that we can link to Schoology. For example, like Kahoots or quizzes. Coming from me, I don't know what Ashworth might do, but she'll have maybe a writing assignment in a journal, things like that can be done during that time. That's also time for us to log into Schoology, not only to create assignments, but to look at what your child has done, grade it, maybe give some feedback, or even take, just off the top of my head, take a screenshot of it, come back, meet one-on-one with that kid and go over what they've done. Make corrections as they're working on it. From 2:15 to 2:45, that would be reading and social studies small groups. So whatever got missed, maybe a student missed a group that day, and they can come in during that time. Maybe Miss Ashworth needs to reteach a concept to 1 or 2 students that she could tell they weren't quite sure. She can pull them in during that time. 2:45 to 3:15, that's another office hour. Same thing as it was at 10 o'clock, calling parents, meeting with a student if they need it, meeting with a parent to discuss student progress and so forth. At 3:15, it's just a closing. Activity during that time is to be determined. Each day will be slightly different. Might follow the same pattern, but again, slightly different, just to wrap up the day. All right, so that's an A day walkthrough. A B day walkthrough. So again, A day is the Monday, Wednesday. B day would be Tuesday, Thursday. Now, they're identical. There's very little that's different. The only thing that's different about these schedules is that on an A day for this child would be reading and social studies. So on Monday and Wednesday, they get reading and social studies. On Tuesday, Thursday, schedule's the same, except now I'm the teacher for that child. Now you're getting instruction from me, which would be math and science. Notice though, group 3 and group 3, same time slot. That number is gonna follow that child, your student, our student. That number is gonna follow, and I'll tell you individually, each student, what group you are going to be in. But again, that 3 stays the same for reading, and it'll stay the same for math. That way there's no confusion. So if Joe is in group 3 for reading, well, even in math, he's gonna be group 3 because we don't want to confuse anybody. If Cassidy is in group 4, well, in reading, she's group 4, and in math, she's gonna be group 4. That way there is no confusion. So again, these A and B day schedules are very identical. It's just different subjects, and they'll interact with different teachers during that day. That doesn't mean on an A day, I can't say, hey, Ashworth, I really need to meet with this kid. Can I take him or her from this time slot? Can they join me in this group? It's flexible, okay? But this is just the outline that we're gonna follow. Okay, so A day, Monday, Wednesday, B day, Tuesday, Thursday. Then Fridays are just a little bit different. Fridays are gonna be where we schedule individual or 2 to 4 small groups of whoever needs it. Whoever missed whatever during the week, this is Fridays where we make it up. Fridays where you complete all your work. Fridays where you ask all your questions. Fridays where you fix any mistake that you made on an assignment so you can get full credit for it. Friday is the day where you look at everything you've done over the week, make sure you've completed everything, fine-tune everything to get the best grade that you can. And the teacher will be there to help you with anything that you need. Office hours will stay the same. Conference stays the same. The times we meet with the students stays the same. It just has to be scheduled. So the kids really have to do a good job of communicating with the teachers if they need help. And of course the teacher will reach out. Of course that'll happen. But at the same time, the kids have to speak up. The teacher's gonna be looking at your work all week, and they're gonna notice things, and they're gonna wanna talk to you about it. So that's what the Friday will be for. This is one schedule. If you receive this schedule, your A day is with me. Instead of over here, the A day was with Miss Ashworth because it was reading. So if you receive this schedule, your A day, you get on. So on Monday and Wednesday, you get math and science. Tuesday, Thursday, you get reading and social studies. Exact same schedule, exact same format, just flipping the day. You can see that the difference here would be group 1 and group 2, group 1, group 2, group 1, group 2, group 1, group 2. So 1 and 2, and another one was 3 and 4. But again, you'll know which group. I'll be in contact with you, and you will receive which group number your child is in, so they know exactly when they're meeting with the teacher on which days.